afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Jenny Montgomery. August is National Breastfeeding Month, honoring the work that helps support new moms and families and contributing to a strong and sustainable lactation field. Lactation specialists say breast milk is the most important food a baby can have. The 2022 CDC breastfeeding report card shows 80% of babies born in Georgia and South Carolina start out being breastfed, and data shows many are still receiving some breast milk at 6 months. Even a little breast milk is beneficial to infants. And if you're someone who can't breastfeed, specialists want you to know there are other healthy options.
I know that I do what I do because it gives me such joy and fulfillment to be able to help moms and babies reach their goals.
The 2024 theme is Nourish, Sustain, Thrive, and the idea is to shine a light on why protecting, promoting, and supporting lactation is so important for the human life cycle. And we have professionals at Piedmont Augusta who are doing just that. Kaye Kennamer is a lactation consultant at Piedmont Augusta. And, you know, Kaye, we're talking about breastfeeding awareness. It's celebrated around the world in August. And last week was National Breastfeeding Week, maybe. And you all did a lot of things at Piedmont to help support, I guess, your nursing moms.
Yes, absolutely. We like to celebrate our nursing moms. We like to bring awareness why it's important to support them and also to promote their efforts for breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Every delivering mom is presented with a special onesie.
Love it.
Georgia's finest. And we have educational events highlighting our staff. We like to make things fun for them, but also educate them on the role they play in supporting breastfeeding as well.
Right. You know, and then when you talk about supporting breastfeeding, we can't neglect the workplace.
Absolutely.
And at the workplace, there needs to be a private room, you know, for a mom who can go and pump.
Absolutely. Our family care center has 3 private pumping rooms, and we realize the work that the working moms are putting in, coming to work, doing their job, but taking time out of their day to go to a pumping lounge so they can pump this precious breast milk for their little ones.
Right. And, you know, is it true? I mean, I'm sure that it is. It was from the CDC, but even when they said that babies who might just nurse for a little while, even some breast milk is beneficial for the baby.
Absolutely. Any amount of breastfeeding is going to benefit a baby. The CDC does encourage exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months of life. Breastfeeding up to a year is also encouraged. By that time, the baby is having complementary foods as well.
Yeah.
But any breastfeeding is encouraged.
And so when a baby is born, you're one of the part of the team, I guess, who goes and visits with that new mom.
Yes.
To make sure that she is learning how to breastfeed her baby.
Absolutely. I am one of our board certified lactation consultants at Piedmont Hospital. We have a team of 4, and every breastfeeding mom is visited each day. We visit her, we will go back and help her until she feels confident as she's preparing to go home that she has started her breastfeeding journey well.
That is so important because it can be so frustrating.
It can be.
It can be so frustrating. I just know from personal experience, mine were different. I was able to do one much longer than my very last one. My first 2 went longer, but then I had a sister who could. It was no problem at all for her.
Yes.
And she said she just felt like she could have supplied a small country because she had, when her milk came in, it was so much, and she was constantly, you know, able to freeze it and just have a really good supply.
Each woman's breastfeeding journey is different, and we like to support her and help her meet her goals.
Yeah.
A mom may desire to breastfeed for a year. She may want to breastfeed for 6 weeks. We're going to meet her where she is and help her reach those goals.
And fortunately, we have baby formulas that are going to be very healthy for the baby too.
Absolutely. A fed baby is best, but breast milk is something that is very unique.
Yeah.
that only a mother can produce for her baby, with the exception of donor breast milk. But I think it's very empowering for moms to know that something that they can provide for their baby just has life-changing health benefits.
What are the benefits for the mom?
For the mom, a mom who is breastfed has a lower risk of breast cancer later on in life. She has a lower risk of ovarian cancer. She has a lower risk of heart disease later in life.
Oh, that's just amazing.
It is. It
so
is.
many benefits.
Yes.
From that amount of time early in your motherhood that can have an impact for so much more of your life.
Absolutely.
You know, and we know about the immunities and everything that are passed along to the baby when the baby is breastfed.
Yes, yes. A baby, every time a baby nurses, a baby is getting immunities passed along through mother's breast milk. But babies that are breastfed have less GI disturbances, they have less ear infections, they have less respiratory infections, they in fact have less asthma, diabetes. Breastfed babies are less obese. It's just huge health benefits.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And of course, there are special considerations that have to be made when you have the little preemies born.
Absolutely.
And so years ago, when it was University Foundation, that foundation board at University Healthcare raised about $175,000 for a milk lab. And today it is the Piedmont Augusta
Yes.
Milk Lab.
Yes.
And that is a special support arm, I guess, for the preemie nursery. Is that right?
Absolutely.
The NICU?
Yes, yes. We are very proud of our milk lab. Our milk lab tailors feedings for all of these little preemie babies. Mother's milk is processed for the babies, and whether the baby is being fed via a bottle nipple or the baby is being fed via a tube, breast milk and sometimes additives to fortify the breast milk, add additional calories. The milk lab tailors a 24-hour feed for each baby.
So it is like designer formula
Well,
for each individual baby.
I would call it a designer feeding for each baby.
Feeding.
A feeding,
okay,
a
right.
feeding for the
Right.
baby, because many times it is
The breast milk. Right.
Breast
so
milk.
yeah, so you are making that distinction when you're saying feeding.
Yes,
I get that.
yes,
Of course.
yes.
Of course. That is just very neat, and it sounds like, you know, it's a really unique thing too.
It is, and studies show that our NICU population, breastfed babies do better. They have less GI disturbances, which is one of the big things that preemie babies face. So we do have donor milk that is available while we are waiting for mom's supply to build and be enough. To sustain that baby on a 24-hour continual basis.
Right.
We have donor milk, that is processed milk that is provided for the baby, but it's donor breast milk.
And could that mom of the baby be pumping too? And
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. Any small amounts that she is producing initially are usually given directly to the baby.
That baby.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Kaye, thank you so much for being
Yes.
here. And again, if you are at Piedmont Augusta and if you are delivering a baby there, you're going to have a visit from someone like Kaye, who is a lactation consultant. For more information about breastfeeding services Piedmont Augusta offers new moms, you can call the lactation consultant team at 706-774-2328. You can also reach out to Sally Wood Lactation. Go to her website, thebreastfeedingguru.com, or call 706-504-2227. You can also email Sally at thebreastfeedingguru.com.